It did not begin with a big moment. There was no sudden change, no clear turning point. Just a quiet morning like any other, and a simple decision to get up. The room was still. Soft light slipped through the curtains, resting gently on the floor, as if the day was in no hurry to begin. There was nothing special about that morning. No excitement, no clear direction, only a quiet awareness that something needed to move forward. So the day began, slowly. A small task was finished, then another. Nothing impressive, nothing worth noticing, but they were done. And that was enough for that day. There were moments of doubt, moments when everything felt uncertain, like standing in a place with no clear path ahead. But even then, there were small things that could still be done. A surface could be cleaned, a page could be written, a thought could be organized. These things did not change everything at once, but they changed something. Time moved quietly, almost unnoticed. Days blended into one another, not in a dramatic way, but in a steady, continuous flow. A notebook began to fill. At first, the pages felt empty, as if nothing meaningful could come from them. But slowly, line by line, they began to hold something real. Not perfect ideas, not finished plans, just effort. Effort that no one else could see. There were days when progress felt invisible, days when nothing seemed different from the day before. But even on those days, something small was still added. A sentence, a correction, a quiet realization. And those small additions stayed. There were also days that felt heavy, days when it was difficult to begin at all. On those days, the goal became smaller, not to finish everything, not to solve everything, but simply to continue, to sit down, to try even a little, and sometimes that was enough. Rest became part of the rhythm. Stepping outside, feeling the air, watching the movement of trees in the late afternoon light. These moments were not distractions, they were part of the process. They gave space for thoughts to settle, for the mind to breathe. Mistakes came quietly, not as failures, but as small missteps that showed where to adjust. Something written had to be erased. Something planned had to be changed. At first, this felt discouraging, but over time, it became normal. Mistakes were not the end of progress, they were part of it. So they were met with patience, no urgency, no harsh judgment, just a quiet willingness to try again and again. The days continued, gently and quietly. Nothing dramatic, just a steady rhythm of showing up. And over time, the small decisions began to gather. What once felt separate slowly became whole. It was never one big moment, just many small choices building everything. Now, the room feels the same, but something inside has changed. There is a quiet calm. Not because everything is finished, but because something real has been built. And when the next morning comes, there is still only one simple choice: to begin. And that is enough.